Have you ever wondered how the universe might end? We're not talking about fiction, but real science. Today, we're going to explore the main theories about the end of the universe. We know the universe began with the Big Bang 13.8 billion years ago. Since then, it has been constantly expanding. But how and when will this process stop? Since the Big Bang, the universe has been expanding, with galaxies moving away from each other. This was proven by Edwin Hubble in the 1920s. But why does the universe keep expanding? One of the explanations is dark energy, a mysterious force that makes up about 70% of the universe and accelerates its expansion. Dark energy is the driving force behind many theories about the end of the universe. Depending on how it evolves, the future of the cosmos could look very different. Let's explore 5 main theories: Big Freeze, Big Crunch, Big Rip, Vacuum Decay, and Big Bounce. Each suggests a different fate for the universe. The first theory is the Big Freeze, or the heat death of the universe. In this scenario, the universe keeps expanding until everything is so far apart that nothing happens anymore. In the Big Freeze, galaxies would move so far apart that energy in the universe becomes too diluted to generate heat or light. The universe would become eternally cold and dark. Stars would burn all their fuel and go out. Black holes would eventually evaporate, and the remaining matter would be scattered, with no energy left to interact. Eventually, all stars, including our Sun, would burn out. They would turn into white dwarfs, small dense bodies that no longer emit light. This scenario is driven by the increase of entropy, or the level of disorder in the universe. In the Big Freeze, entropy reaches its maximum, and everything becomes inactive. Now let's talk about the opposite of the Big Freeze, the Big Crunch. This theory suggests the universe will stop expanding and instead start contracting. In the Big Crunch, gravity overtakes expansion and begins pulling everything back together. Galaxies, stars, and planets would collapse into a single point of extreme density. Instead of a cold, empty universe, in the Big Crunch we would see the opposite. Intense heat, as all matter compresses into a small, hot space similar to the Big Bang. Some scientists believe the Big Crunch could trigger a new Big Bang, creating a cycle of expansion and contraction. The universe could be reborn after each collapse. Now, let's talk about a dramatic theory, the Big Rip. This theory suggests the universe could expand so rapidly that it would be completely torn apart. If dark energy continues accelerating the expansion of the universe, it could eventually become so powerful that it separates not only galaxies but even atoms. In the Big Rip, everything we know would be destroyed. First, galaxies would move apart, then stars, planets, and even molecules and atoms would be torn apart. The Big Rip happens if dark energy increases over time. The force of expansion would become stronger than any other force in the universe, leading to total rupture. If the Big Rip really happens, it could take billions of years. But eventually, the universe would tear itself apart in an infinite, destructive expansion. Now, let's move to a theory based on quantum physics, vacuum decay. This theory is one of the most intriguing and potentially dangerous. Vacuum decay suggests that our universe might not be in its most stable energy state. It could be in a false vacuum, which could decay at any moment. If this decay occurs, a bubble of true vacuum would form and expand at the speed of light, destroying everything in its path. There would be no warning. The vacuum bubble would spread instantly, altering the laws of physics and annihilating stars, galaxies, and even matter itself. Now, let's talk about a more optimistic theory, the Big Bounce. It suggests that the universe won't end, but will go through cycles of expansion and contraction. In the Big Bounce, the universe would contract to a certain point, but instead of collapsing completely, it would expand again, like a spring that compresses and then releases. According to this theory, the universe could go through countless cycles of Big Bang and Big Crunch, expanding and contracting indefinitely. This would mean that the universe would never have a definitive end. It would be eternal, passing through phases of destruction and rebirth, always restarting after each big bounce. Now, let's move to a theory that goes beyond our universe, the multiverse. What if our universe is not the only one? The multiverse suggests that there are many other universes besides ours, each with its own laws of physics and fates. Our universe could be just one among infinite others. Some of these universes might be very similar to ours, while others could be completely different, with entirely unique physical laws. If our universe ends, other universes could still continue to exist. The destruction of one would not mean the end of all the others. These theories about the end of the universe come from mathematical models and astronomical observations. They are based on the laws of physics, but many are still being tested. Modern telescopes like Hubble and James Webb help us observe the cosmos in incredible detail, allowing us to predict how the universe might evolve. Some of these theories depend on concepts from quantum physics, which explains the behavior of the smallest particles in the universe. This is where ideas like vacuum decay come into play. Although it sounds scary, the end of the universe, whichever scenario plays out, is billions or even trillions of years away. We don't need to worry just yet. These theories can teach us a lot about our place in the universe and what it means to live in a cosmos that is constantly changing. They remind us how small we are in the grand scheme of things. The end of the universe raises deep philosophical questions. If the universe ends, what happens to matter? What happens to energy and consciousness? If the multiverse is real, life could exist in other universes with totally different conditions. This opens up an infinite range of possibilities. The Big Freeze suggests a universe that ends in quiet coldness and loneliness, where entropy reaches its maximum and heat and light disappear. The Big Crunch offers an explosive end, where the universe collapses in on itself, possibly paving the way for a new cosmic cycle. The Big Rip shows us a catastrophic fate, where the universe's unchecked expansion leads to its own destruction, tearing apart even the most fundamental particles. Vacuum decay is like a cosmic ticking time bomb, where a change in the universe's energy state could lead to instant annihilation. The Big Bounce offers the vision of a universe that never really ends but continues to be reborn, in an eternal cycle of death and rebirth. Time, space, and gravity are all connected. The fate of the universe depends on how these factors interact over billions of years. With new technological advances, like more powerful telescopes and quantum experiments, we are getting closer to understanding the universe's ultimate fate. The multiverse shows us that even if our universe has an end, the cycle of cosmic creation could continue in other realities. Science and philosophy go hand in hand when we talk about the end of the universe. They help us question and explore the meaning of it all. So, what do you think? Which of these theories fascinates you the most? Will the universe freeze, collapse, or be reborn? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more amazing content about the cosmos. See you next time.